Hi everyone. So last video I was talking about starting a home practice, cultivating our home practice. So I thought in this video and maybe in the next few videos I'll give you some ideas of short sequences that you can add to your day that might begin a home practice. So I thought the best way to start is when you wake up. So we're going to imagine that we're in bed and just waking up for the first moment of the day. So I'm going to lie down and imagine that this is me waking up. Here's my little pillow. All right, so here I am, I've rolled over and I'm like, oh, just waking up. My eyes flutter open and I'd like to invite you to start the day when your eyes first flutter open, to remember a sense of gratitude for the day and cultivating an intention of curiosity for whatever this new day is going to bring. I find when I take a moment to do this that my day starts a little nicer. So maybe yours will too. And then taking my palms, just rubbing them together gently, starting to wake up my hands a little bit, start to wake up the energy in the joints. Placing my hands over my eyes. Again, creating a little warm up and wake up energy. Rubbing them again. Placing them this time over my heart. And one more time, placing them on the lower abdominals. And just keeping my hands resting on the lower abdominals for a few moments as I tune in to the natural rhythm of my breath. Just watching as it moves in and out. Without manipulating, just beginning to wake up and tune in. And lowering my arms down by my sides, I'll continue to tune into the breath and add a little bit of movement, a little axial extension to start getting more muscles involved. So inhaling, just floating the arms up towards the pillow behind me, flexing the feet, toes drawing towards my body. Exhaling as I lower. Again, just with the natural rhythm of the breath. Sometimes I like to let my eyes track up with the hands, not the head, just the eyes, and lower with the hands, creating a little orientation of my place in space after being asleep and the eyes being closed. And then pausing after a few rounds. And on the exhale, just softening the elbows, relaxing the feet. Inhale as you lengthen a little more. And do however many feels good to you. I'm just doing a few here just to show you. And exhale and lower back down. Taking a moment to pause, maybe return the hands to the lower abdominals. And then bringing the feet up, bending the knees, walking them a little bit wider. You start to rock the hips a little bit side to side, warming up the low back and the hips. And then maybe making that motion just a little bit bigger, not a lot, just kind of letting the knees rock side to side. After a couple of rounds, maybe you want to add a little head rotation in the opposite direction from the knees. Again, letting the eyes scan with the head. So we're really becoming aware of our place in space. Waking up to the day. This helps to wake up our brain. And then back to center. Again, just pausing, noticing. Maybe a sigh wants to escape. And then maybe we start to deepen our breath a little bit, starting to use something called structured breath. So as we inhale, we start to expand through the rib cage. And as we exhale, pressing out all the air, starting to tone the abdominals by drawing them in towards the spine slightly. Not a real huge movement, not a lot of force, just feeling yourself expand, the breath growing a little bigger on the inhale, and pressing out all the air, toning the abdominals on the exhale. And after a few rounds, we continue that breath, drawing the knees in towards the body, moving into what we call Apanasana. So hands are on top of the knees, and the breath and the abdominals are what are moving this posture. So we inhale and lengthen, lift and balloon through the rib cage. Exhale, draw the abdominals in towards the spine, and that's what's drawing the knees in towards the body. So the hands are just there for support. Keeping the eyes open to greet the day. And after a few rounds, sliding the hands underneath the thighs and a little rock side to side. Now maybe you chose to do this right in bed, or maybe you're more comfortable on the floor, so you could have rolled out of bed and just lied down next to your bed on the floor for this part. And then we release the feet back to either the bed or the floor, pause for a moment, and roll ourselves over to one side. Again, just our intention of curiosity for what the day will bring. And then we find our way up to standing, either lifting ourselves out of bed or up from the floor to come to standing. So finding your way to standing, just letting your body move, your body stretch in whatever way it feels like it. Maybe a yawn wants to escape. Greeting the day, maybe a little shake out. The hands and the arms and the shoulders. I like to position myself in front of a window and just see what's going on outside as I continue to wake up. Just feeling the earth beneath my feet. Maybe a sigh. And then just like we did lying down, a little axial extension as we begin to lift the arms on an inhale. Let the gaze follow. Exhale as you lower. Getting a little movement in the upright position. Maybe starting to lift the heels a little bit if that feels good to you. A few times. Pausing in an up position. Feeling the length on the in-breath. Feel the rib cage lift up and out of the hips, softening on the out-breath. Abdominals drawing in towards the spine. Continuing with that structured breath, helping to wake up the body, creating energy. And then lowering down, pausing, noticing energy circulating through the body. Lifting the arms again, a little side bend, lower one arm, and lift. Flowing a few times, and then pausing, And breathing, feeling that length, feeling again the ribs lifting up and out of the hips, softening on the exhale, abdominals drawing in towards spine. Bringing both arms back up, lowering all the way down, pausing between sides, maybe a little wiggle if it feels good. And then doing the other side. Listening to how the body wants to move. Without force, just allowing it to wake up. It'll tell you where it needs to go. Inhale. Exhale and lower. And anytime you move the body in a side bending position, then we want to follow up with, again, both arms. Exhale, just straight up, maybe lifting one more time. Exhale and lower. Bringing the hands to the lower abdominals. Just gazing outside with softened eyes, soft gaze. Again, remembering our intention to start our day with curiosity for whatever the day may bring. At this point, I like to then go and splash a little cool water on my face to rinse out my eyes. It's really a nice way to start to continue to wake myself up, get a little energy flowing through my body and through my mind. So my thoughts for maybe beginning a practice with getting out of bed in the morning. So I hope maybe you'll try some of these, and I hope you like it. So till next time, I'll wish you a lovely, wonderful, curiosity-filled day, and namaste.